Good afternoon, Mr. Holtz. Are you ready to proceed today?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
All right. Court calls cause number FM18-00255 in the matter of the marriage of Daly. Is it Gowin or Gowin?
Gowin.
Gowin and Megan Gowin. And if you will, each raise your right hands. I'm going to place you under oath. Do each of you swear that the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Daly?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Holtz.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to call Miss Daly Gowin, please.
Go ahead.
Mrs. Gowin, can you state your name for the record, please?
Daly Brianna Gowin.
And Miss Gowin, at the time that you filed this petition for divorce in 2017, had you been a domiciliary of Texas for the preceding 6 months?
Yes.
And had you been a resident of the county of Van Zant for the 90-day period preceding the filing? Okay. And you are currently married to Megan Gowin, and the marriage has become, you two have developed an irreconcilable difference that has destroyed the marital relationship, correct?
Yes.
And there's no reasonable reconciliation of divorce? I'm sorry, can you say it out loud for the court? Okay. And currently you guys have no children together?
No.
And there are none expected, correct?
No.
Okay. As far as assets between the two of y'all, you guys only have personal effects, clothing, jewelry, things of that nature.
Sure.
No vehicles that were acquired during the marriage?
No.
And no home?
No.
Okay. And so you're just asking the court to award the personal effects to the party that has them in their possession?
Yes.
Okay. As far as debts go, do you know of any major debts that you guys have?
No.
Okay. So you're just asking this court to essentially award any and all debts that you've incurred since the date of filing, which was December 1st of 2017, to the party that incurred them?
Yes.
And do you believe that's a fair and equitable division of the marital estate?
Yes.
Okay. And are you asking the court to do the same thing as far as Mrs. Megan Gowin goes?
Yes.
Okay, so you want, just to make sure that I've got this clear, that any personal property that she has and any debts that she's incurred since December 1 are her responsibility, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As far as the income taxes for this calendar year of 2020, you're asking that each party pay for their own preparation of the tax return?
Yes.
Okay. And you're asking that any information that should be necessary for you to complete that tax return, or for Mrs. Megan Gowin to complete her tax return, be furnished no later than March 1st of 2021?
Yes.
Okay. And you are asking this court today to basically award any attorney's fees that were incurred to the party that incurred them?
Yes.
Okay. And same deal with costs of court?
Yes.
Okay. Finally, when you married Megan Gowin, was her name Megan Lorraine Green?
Yes.
And you're aware that she is requesting the court to change her name to Megan Lorraine Green?
Yes.
And you do not believe, to the best of your knowledge, of course, that she is doing that to avoid any sort of criminal action?
No.
And she's not doing that to avoid any sort of creditors, correct?
No.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. The court has no questions. Would you like to call Miss Megan Gowin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Mrs. Megan Gowin, have you heard me read into the record the division of the property?
Yes.
And is that a fair and equitable division of the marital estate?
Yes.
And is there anything that I read into the record that you had not heard about or agreed to previously?
No.
Okay. And as far as your name is concerned, Megan Lorraine Green was your maiden name, correct?
Yes.
And you are asking the court to change your name to Megan Lorraine Green?
Yes.
And you are also, and you're doing that not to avoid any sort of criminal trouble?
Yes.
And you are also making that request not to avoid any sort of creditors, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And pass the witness, Your Honor.
Right. And just so that I'm clear, Miss Megan Gowin, you're not expecting a child at this time. Is that correct?
No.
And you haven't had a child with any other individual during your marriage. Is that correct?
No.
And Daly Gowin, same answers for you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And there is no property between the two of you that has been not disposed or indisposed at this time. Is that correct?
Right.
That's correct.
Anything else, Mr. Holtz?
No, Your Honor. I would just simply say that I do have a final decree prepared, and I will, assuming that the court approves the agreement and the divorce, e-file that as soon as the hearing is over.
Okay. Then, based on the evidence before the court will find that it does have jurisdiction over Daly Gowin and Megan Gowin and the marriage of the two. Court finds that neither are expecting a child at this time, nor had a child during their marriage. Court finds that the agreement regarding the distribution of the assets and debts of the marriage, if any, is fair and equitable to each. The court also finds that Megan Lorraine Gowin's name should be changed to Megan Lorraine Green, her maiden name, and the court hereby grants the divorce between Daly Gowin and Megan Green.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. And so, Mr. Holtz, once you e-file that, the court will sign it immediately upon presentation and cycle that back through e-file to you. And are you serving Miss Megan Green with a copy of that?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
And if not, then each one of you can always get a copy at the Van Zandt County District Clerk's office. And if you need it mailed, you can reach out to the clerk and they'll give you instructions on how to do so. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, you're excused. Thank you. You all have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
Your Honor.